Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Prelims Current Affairs brought to you by Neo IAS. Today on 28th July, the important topics we have to discuss are Contingent Biosphere Reserve, Green Mahanadi Mission, Innovate India Platform, Gravitational Redshift and Gravitational Lensing, Hydrogen CNG, and in our map-aided program, we are going to see, today we have to locate Babel Mandap. So, here our very first topic comes, it is Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve. Recently, the Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve has been added to UNESCO's World Network of Biospheres. As of now, 11 sites from India has been added to the World Network of Biosphere of UNESCO. So, before going to Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve, let us discuss what is UNESCO's Man and Biosphere Programme and what exactly is a biosphere. Man and Biosphere Programme by UNESCO is an intergovernmental scientific program in order to improve the relationship between the people and their environment. Here, not only the flora and fauna or the ecosystem is preserved, but also the local community or the traditional tribe in that particular site is also preserved. And the traditional knowledge from these local communities are also used for the preservation of the nature. So we can simply say like, here our intention is to improve the relationship between the local community and their environment. Now let us see what is a biosphere reserve. A biosphere reserve has three areas or three zones. The centermost zone is called core area. This core area is the centermost zone and it is the highly protected, strictly protected area, or the landscape and the ecosystem is strictly protected without allowing any human interference or human activities. Surrounding the core area, we can see buffer zone. In buffer zone, certain human activities like research activities, education, training activities are allowed there. Surrounding buffer zone, the outermost zone is called transition area. In transition area, human economic activities like tourism and some activities for sustainable development and human settlements also allowed in the outermost region called transition area. Now let us go to Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve. We know that Kanchenjunga belongs to states of Sikkim. We know that Kanchenjunga is the only one mixed World Heritage Site from India in the list of World Heritage Sites of UNESCO. And it belongs to the Himalaya Global Biodiversity Hotspot. And the important threatened species in Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve are musk deer, snow leopard, red panda and Himalayan tar. We know that the third highest peak in the world is Mount Kanchenjunga, which also belongs to Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve. It is also an important bird area in Sikkim. Now let us see what are the 11 sites from India which have been added to UNESCO's World Network of Biospheres. They are Kanchenjunga, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Sundarban, Nanda Devi, Pachmarhi, Great Nicobar, Gulf of Mannar, Nokrek, Simlipal, Achanakmar, Amargandak, Agastya Malay. So now you are supposed to locate all of these biosphere reserves on your map and you see where they are located regarding India. Now let us see a model prelims question. The question is like, choose the correct statement regarding biosphere reserve. The first statement is, protected areas or biosphere reserves are the protected areas where local people not allowed to collect and use the biomass. It is the first statement. Coming to the second statement, it says, Kanchenjunga and Manas are listed in UNESCO's World Network of Biospheres. You see both of these statements. We can tell that the first statement is wrong only, because in biosphere reserve the interaction between the man or the people and the environment is allowed. So the first statement is wrong only. Coming to the second statement, if you come across the second statement in your prelims examination, there is a high chance of you make a mistake, because when you see Kanchenjunga, you may think that the statement will be correct only. You may skip over Manas. So you should read each statement very carefully. See the second statement, Kanchenjunga and Manas are listed in UNESCO's World Network. We know that Manas is not in the list of 11 sites which have been added in the World Network of Biospheres of UNESCO from India. So That's why I already told you that you are supposed to learn all the 11 sites from India which have been added to the World Network of Biosphere of UNESCO. So the second statement is also a wrong statement. So our answer is D only. Let us move to our next topic. It is Green Mahanadi Mission. Recently, Odisha government has initiated this mission. The intention is to plant a total of 2 crore tree saplings on the banks of Mahanadi River, Tail River and Ib River. The intention of this mission is in order to stop the soil erosion on the banks of these rivers and to recharge the groundwater reserve. So let us discuss about Mahanadi River. We know that Mahanadi River is an Indian peninsular river which is originating from Sihava mountain in Chhattisgarh. After originating from Sihava mountain in Chhattisgarh, it flows through Odisha. Finally, it drains to the Bay of Bengal. The important tributaries of this river is Sionath, Jong, Hasdo, Mant, Ip, Ong and Thurl. We are familiar with Hirakud Dam. It is situated in Odisha, and this dam, that is Hirakud Dam, is also constructed across the Mahanadi River. And the Satkosia Tiger Reserve is on the bank of this river, and Satkosia Tiger Reserve belongs to Odisha. You should learn all the tiger reserves in India, and you should locate the respective states on your map. Now let us move to our next topic. It is Innovate India Platform. Innovate India Platform is an online portal launched by Atal Innovation Mission. We have already learned about Atal Innovation Mission. We will come to that. Anyway, Innovate India Platform is an online portal launched by Atal Innovation Mission. It's an online portal where any Indian citizen or organization, whether it be a grassroots level organization or a deep technology organization, they can register and upload their innovations in this platform. They will get likes, shares, comments and a rating on their innovation. The advantage of this platform is, if somebody goes to this platform and search for a particular technology or innovation to suit his particular problems or some social issues, he can easily find a solution or innovation that will be suiting his problem. It is Innovate India Platform. It's an online portal under Atal Innovation Mission. Now let us recall what is Atal Innovation Mission. Atal Innovation Mission was initiated by Niti Aayog in order to promote the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in India. There is 2 stages. First one is Atal Tinkering Laboratories. The Atal Tinkering Laboratories are established in schools where the school students are given with some technological kits of robotics, Internet of Things and 3D printing, and kits of such latest technologies are given to students, and using that kits the students can develop newer ideas or innovative technologies. And the second level is Atal Incubation Center. These incubation centers are established in universities or at the corporate level. The intention of this incubation center is to incubate or to give a platform for the upcoming startups. So it is about Innovate India Platform. Let us move to our next topic. That is hydrogen CNG. We know that CNG means compressed natural gas. Recently, the Environment Pollution Prevention and Control Authority (EPCA) has recommended to Supreme Court that the transport buses in Delhi will be shifted to hydrogen CNG fuel within the next 2 or 3 years. So this hydrogen CNG has been appeared in news. Now you are supposed to make a note on the Environment Pollution Prevention and Control Authority. Anyway, come to hydrogen CNG. Hydrogen CNG is made up of blend of 18% hydrogen and CNG. Means the hydrogen concentration in the compressed natural gas is 18%. When it is blended in such a manner, it is called hydrogen CNG. The advantage of the hydrogen CNG is it can reduce the emission of air pollutant like carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides and particulate matter up to 70%. It is a high advantage because that type of air pollutants are making big issues. So if it can be reduced up to 70%, it is a big advantage only. And besides that, it enables up to 5% of saving of fuel. And the one problem here is, we cannot tell like a problem, but the engines now are running in CNG only. So in order to make the engines compatible with the hydrogen CNG, we have to do some optimization on these engines. in order to make it compatible with the high temperature combustion of hydrogen CNG. Such trials are going in countries like India, US, Japan and South Korea. So it's all about hydrogen CNG. Now let us see our next topic. It is a topic from Science and Technology, Gravitational Redshift and Gravitational Lensing. We are familiar with Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity. The theory of general relativity of Albert Einstein states that large gravitational force can stretch the light. It states that large gravitational force can stretch the light. Recently, a group of astronomers has proved this theory by some instruments. They were observing the light from a star called S2, and when the light from the star called S2 was traveling around a black hole called Sagittarius A, they have found that according to the theory of Albert Einstein, the light from the S2 was getting stretched or bent. So they proved that theory. During this experiment, they have come across two phenomena called gravitational redshift and gravitational lensing. So let us discuss about what is gravitational redshift and gravitational lensing. Before going to explanation of gravitational redshift, I would like to give you a real life example. All of us know the spectrum of visible light. We have seen VIBGYOR. In VIBGYOR, the violet indigo region or the blue region is having shortest wavelength compared to the orange red region, or orange red region is having highest wavelength. So in the visible spectrum, the red region or the orange red region is having higher wavelength, and if a light source is far away from the observer, suppose we are observing a light source like sun, if it is far away from us, only the higher wavelength region or the orange red region will be reaching through our eye. So we will see that particular object in the red color or the orange red color. Now the real life example is, we have seen the evening sky in the orange red color. Why it is happening so? Because during evening, the distance between the sun, that is the light source, and the observer is getting increased. So in order to cover that larger distance to the observer, only the higher wavelength waves or the orange red waves are capable. So they are reaching the eye of the observer. So we can see the evening sky in the orange red only. And now we can explain what is gravitational redshift. If we observe a star or a galaxy which is very far away from us, we can see that particular light source in the red only. It is called gravitational redshift. I have already told you that why it is happening so. It is all related to the wavelength of these waves. Now let us discuss what is gravitational lensing. Gravitational lensing means, if we observe a faraway object like star or galaxies in the universe, the light coming from those faraway objects will get bent or stretched if they travel near to a extremely denser objects like black hole. This particular phenomenon is called gravitational lensing. Here we have completed the important topics for today. Now let us go to our map aided program. Today we have to locate the Strait Bab al-Mandab. You know, Bab al-Mandab is a strait which connects the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden. It is located between Yemen on the Arabian Peninsula and Djibouti and Eritrea in the Horn of Africa. This comes across this strait which connect between Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. Horn of Africa refers to Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia and Somalia. This particular strait is having very high strategical economic importance because it is the shortest way to Europe from East Asia. It connects to Europe across the Suez Canal. So it is having very high strategic and economic importance. That's why the Houthi rebels from the Yemen, they were trying to take the control of this particular strait. You please open your atlas and locate these countries and this particular strait called Bab al-Mandab. So we have completed important topics for today. Thank you for watching this video.